Assalamu alaikum everybody, I pray that you're well and in good health. I just wanted to do a little update on the Foundations of Arabic program. So alhamdulillah, we're at like lesson 12 or 13 now, which means we're a quarter of the way through. So, firstly, congratulations. It's a big milestone, and, it's something that obviously means a lot to me. So I just wanted to have a little review of how it's gone and give some updates. And I suppose the first thing is to thank you guys. Obviously I put out nearly daily videos that for free on my YouTube channel, and they're reaching a lot of people, alhamdulillah. And those of you who choose to pay a little bit, you're the guys who make it all happen. Those of you guys who pay a little bit, you pay a little bit and you allow me to do a lot more. So may Allah reward you guys. Whenever you pay something for a service, you should remember that indirectly you're paying for my little boy's food. You should remember this stuff. So may Allah reward you guys for your kindness and being prepared to put out a little bit. So basically with the program. Foundation of Arabic program. Those of you who aren't on the program, who are just listening in, there are more spaces, so you can join, inshallah. But basically, it's a standard Arabic program. It's not a dialect program. It's a standard Arabic program with a grammar approach. So each week there's a new grammar concept covered. But I've tried to make it context heavy, like there's a lot of sentences and actually applied language in the worksheets that go with it. So it's £4.99 a month, and basically every week I upload a new video. Sometimes there's a delay if no one's got that far. Like if some people are a bit behind, then I won't overload the program with the more content until people have got up to that level. But basically every week a new video goes out, usually on the Monday, but it might be sometime throughout the week, and a worksheet will go out with it. And then I obviously, because this curriculum is sort of like a work in progress, really, which is why I price it the way that I do. Far cheaper than any other course or anything, because it's a work in progress. Yeah, I want cooperation from you guys, and I want to build it around you guys, because really, I want to make some contribution to the field of learning Arabic language, and I appreciate that I'm young and I'm not that experienced in it, so I want to listen to you guys, and I just want to contribute something that can help people. If I can finish my career and have 1,000 people who have learned Arabic because of me, or 500 people who have learned Arabic because of me, that'll mean the world to me. So so that's what this is about. So so having listened to people and had a look over my program and what it is, I'm going to make some changes. I'm going to make some small changes, inshallah. Normally these videos have been like between sort of 20-25 minutes long. I'm going to make them shorter. I'm already starting to cut out the drills and stuff in those videos. I want to make them shorter. I think it's easier for people if these videos are like 10 to 15 minutes long, inshallah. I'll make these videos, and I'm not going to do the drills in the videos. I'm just going to have the worksheets there, and then you can work through those yourself in the meantime, and you can contact me whenever you want if you want help. As I said, when I made the point about it being a work in progress, that's why I've dedicated myself to it. So you can always write to me, and I'll do bonus videos for you. There's a section in there with bonus videos as well to answer your questions and stuff like that. So yeah, so that was one thing, right? Like I'm going to shorten the length of time in the videos, and I'm going to put in more effort into the worksheets, because really I'd like the worksheets to become a book one day. Like when I've been teaching this curriculum to my students, my private students, before I even put this out as like an online course, I would always these are books. These were books that you used to be able to buy on Amazon. I used to put together 13 or 12 lesson books, and my students would buy them for like £5 or whatever. And then when I was tutoring them over Skype, they'd do the worksheets. So I want to make this into like one big book, is what I'd like to do, with sort of 50 lessons in it. Yeah, and the thing that I'm going to put a lot of focus onto now, as I'm sort of revising the course, is it being accumulative. Like I want students to feel like they're building up momentum as they go through it. That's something that I think is really, really motivating if it's accumulative. Like if the vocab is really accumulative, like you can see in the texts that are in there, the vocab that you've learnt building up and the things that you've learned building up. I think that's really motivating, and it helps students build momentum. So that's a value that I'd really like to include into this curriculum. Another thing would be to include things from the actual Arab world into it. So, I think students, whenever they finish a one-year program, I think it's really motivating to constantly be mining gems of the Arabic language as you go. So, if each lesson rather than having like a little text that I've written for you to do some reading from, for me to actually find a text from some Arabic poetry or from an Arabic novel or an Arabic proverb or something, and have that with each lesson. So with each lesson, you'll also be learning like a new famous Arab author. You'll be learning a new famous Arab proverb. You'll be learning a couple of lines of some really famous Arabic poetry or something like that. And then you'll also have something from context to remember your grammar and to remember your vocab. So that's something I'm going to be working on, inshallah. Those are two things that I think are really, really important. And then another thing just with the worksheets is, instead of having translation exercises, I'll have like questions and answer. The lesson on question words, like asking how to do things or where or why or what, that's lesson 14 or 15, so we haven't quite got to that yet, but that's like next week. So after that, rather than doing translation exercises, we'll be doing questions in it. So there'll be questions in Arabic that you answer in Arabic, and I think that makes a lot more sense. I think that's a lot more interesting than just translating stuff. Although we might do some of that, you know, if I think there's a specific learning objective that I think that we would get from that, then I'll include translations. But I'd just like to shift it a little bit. I'd like to shift sort of the the way that we're doing these worksheets, and then work towards publishing this as a book, inshallah, because I just really love that. Like, I really, really love one day to just have like a physical book that I produce that looks really nice, that's really good quality, and, you know, something that I can just contribute to my students, inshallah, something I can make available to people. Yeah, so that's it. Those are kind of the updates. Those are kind of my thoughts on it. Yeah, those of you who are on the program, make use of me. You know, like I've put myself here. I'm poised, ready to help you guys. You know, if you're struggling with anything in it at all, and I'm obviously open to your feedback and stuff, and well, on the contrary, I want it. I'm demanding it from you, to communicate with me and tell me how you're getting on with it. And just as any teacher in the real world, you can raise your hand and I'll come over to your table and help you, or, you know, send me an email and I'll reply to it. Is more our context. Yeah, so those are kind of the updates on the curriculum, and how it's going. If those of you who are listening and who aren't on the program, you want to get involved, you're more than welcome to. You can be among the people who are closer to me and learning Arabic from things that I put a bit more effort into. I put a lot of effort into my YouTube videos, but obviously something that people are paying for. You know, or even if not, if you want to support everything that's going on for $4.99 a month, then just sign up anyway. In fact, sign up multiple times. In fact, sign up 8 times. That'd be brilliant. Okay, so anyways, I hope you guys have a really nice day. I hope you guys forgive me. I've just looked at how mad my hair is today. Getting some big hair now. I used to have proper long hair. If you look at some of my older videos, I used to have proper long hair. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. And yeah, I hope you guys have a nice day, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Next video we're going to be on this channel. Next video we're going to be doing how to use negative verbs, because we've been doing like a verb playlist. If you want to brush up on your verbs, click on the verbs playlist. It'll be in my playlists. But we're going to do negative verbs. I'm going to record that later on, inshallah. And yeah, hope to see you guys then. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.